Julie McBean, and I'm studying fine art at the University of Teesside. It was never my intention to come to uni to study art. It just happened, and I think they're the best things, I think. I once read somewhere that sort of like water was the hardest thing to capture, and it's sort of red rag to a bull, really. If I thought I like to do things that most people don't sort of challenge with. And I think stormy water for me is quite easy to capture because it's all movement and there's lots of things going on. Still and tranquil water and things like that I find very difficult. This ink was given to me by an artist called Peter Hicks. He used to be a school teacher, and it's the ink that you used to put in the dipping wells in the little desks years ago. So you can't get it anymore, so it's very precious to me. So when it's gone, it's gone. But so I'm trying to use it very sparingly. But when you pour it on, you get this lovely blue. And after some experiments, I realised that when you pour bleach on it, it goes this the pink colour, and the stronger the pigment in the ink, the stronger the pinkiness you get. And I have some other water soluble, so the black up the top here is a Brucho ink, and when you pour that on, it goes like a turquoisey colour. And it's just a matter of pouring the ink on and chasing it with the water, or spraying in front of it with the water, and then letting it do its own thing. And all this spatter stuff was from a spray bottle, so it's all experiments that I've carried out throughout the year, not really knowing what was gonna happen, and then really liking some bits, and those that don't work, you're either stuck with them or you find ways of covering them up or just working with it, really. I've got a love of like detailed stuff, but I'm trying to be more free and flowing with it. But I don't want to give me detail up because it's taken me a long time to develop these skills. So I left school at 16, I joined the army at 18, and I left when I was 40. So I did 22 years in the army. I've been out for 5 years now, and I don't miss it at all. I enjoyed the time while I was there, but it's gone, that's over, and move on. Got to think of other things. And it's sad, you know, because I got out just as we were going to Afghanistan, and the news is always sad, but you try not to think about it too much. And whether you should think you should be there or not, you can't really sell them out, because you know, if you say what's it all for, what are they there for, you almost feel that you're selling them out, and I feel like a traitor, and I feel disrespectful for them. So I tend not to still have. When you're in, you don't really have a political opinion, and still I don't feel as though I have one, because I don't really want to make comment. When I got married, it puts a different set of priorities on you, so that was kind of difficult then. You don't want to be away so much, and he was in the army as well, so we were like, I'd be coming in the door and he'd be going out of the door, so that was kind of difficult. And when you get into the last 2 years, you start like resettlement, and I thought I was home and bound, and then the firemen went on strike, and so I went on the fireman strike and came straight off the fireman strike and straight on a plane to Iraq, so it was kind of difficult. And then the last year was just painful. You're just waiting for the end, because you know it's over. You just got to wait for the final curtain, and then you're gone. But I've got a reserve liability till I'm 55, so 15 years of reserve liability. So if anybody would like to join up, it may save me getting called back up. Not that I think there'll be much chance of that, but get all the young ones in. Save the day. My husband got out 2 years after me, and we bought a house in Darlington. So all this area and everything around here is all really new to us. Neither of us come from around here. So I like looking at the local area and discovering that through art, really. What I've done for a living is reflected in my work, and as long as you're aware of it, maybe you can address it. If you don't know what's going on, then it's kind of difficult. And if you don't allow yourself to change, that's what they're looking for here, is for you to be open-minded and experiment and do different things. So it's not what you create at the end, it's almost the journey that you've been on to get there. So there's a lot for the future, I think.